Hi friends, I'm Shasini, who is undergraduate in Java Institute. Today I'm going to talk about Web Component Development 2, which is also known as WCD2. In this video series, I'm going to talk about some points in WCD2 within 5 videos. This is the third video, and you can also check out my WCD1 video and my first and second video of WCD2 from my channel. Let's start. Today I'm going to talk about JSP tag library. In this chapter, we will understand the different tags in JSP. The Java Server Pages Standard Tag Library is a collection of useful JSP tags which encapsulate the core functionality common to many JSP applications. JST has support for common structural tasks such as iteration and conditionals. Tags for manipulating XML documents, internationalization tags, and SQL tags. It also provides a framework for integrating the existing custom tags with the JSTL tags. Install JSTL library. To begin working with JSP tags, you need to first install the JSTL library. If you are using the Apache Tomcat container, then follow these two steps. Here is the two steps that you have to follow. To use any of the libraries, you must include taglib directive at the top of each JSP that uses the library. Classification of the JSTL tags. The JSTL tags can be classified according to their functions into the following JSTL tag library groups that can be used when creating a JSP page: core tags, formatting tags, SQL tags, XML tags, and JSTL functions. Let's talk about core tags. The core group of tags are the most commonly used JSTL tags. Following is the syntax to include the JSTL core library in a JSP. And the following table lists out the core JSTL tags. For each one of these tags has attributes. Example, the cout tag has the following attributes. So here is the attribute and description of it and required or default. And there is an example code for that tag and also the output. Formatting tag. Formatting tags are used to format and display text, the date, the time, and the numbers for international websites. The syntax to include formatting library in your JSP. So here is syntax to include, and here is the table of that lists out formatting JSTL tags. For each one of these tag has attributes. Example, the FTM pass number tag has the following attributes. So here is the attribute, the description, required and default. A pattern attribute is a long as works rather like the pattern attribute for the tag. However, with the within the case of parsing, the pattern attribute tells the parser what format to expect. So here is the example code and the output of it. SQL tag. The JSTL SQL tag library provides tags for interacting with relational databases like Oracle, MySQL, or Microsoft SQL Server. The syntax to include JSTL SQL library is in your JSP. So here is the syntax to include, and here is the table that lists out SQL JSTL tags. So here is the table, the tag and the description. For each one of these tag has attributes. Example, set data source tag has the following attributes. So here is the table of attribute, table of attributes, description, required and default. Consider following information about MySQL database setup. Using JDBC MySQL driver, going to connect to test database on local machine. Use user ID and MyPassword to access test database. All the above parameters will vary based on MySQL or any other database setup. Considering the above parameters, following example uses the set data source tag. So also, we'll use set data source tag in subsequent SQL tags. So here is the example code. XML tag. The JSTL XML tags give a JSP-centric manner for making and manipulating the XML documents. Following is that the syntax to incorporate the JSTL XML library in your JSP. So here is the syntax for your JSP. The JST XML tag library has custom tags for interacting with the XML data. This includes parsing the XML, reworking the XML data, and also the flow management supported the XPath expressions. So here is a table that lists out XML JSTL tags. So here is the tag and description. For each one of these tag has attributes. Example, our tag has the following attributes. So here is the table of attribute description required and default. And here is the example code for it. And also there is the output of this code. JSTL functions includes a number of standard functions, most of which are common string manipulation functions. And the syntax to include JSTL function library in a JSP is here. So here is the syntax. So here is a table of various JSTL functions. For each one of these function has syntax. The contains function has the following syntax. Boolean contains java.lang.string, java.lang.string, like that. So here are some code for that and the output of this code. So this is the video and I hope you enjoyed and thank you for watching.